You ready? Hello? Let me get back over here. Hello! I'm back. I feel better. Got the fuck up. That was nice. That was nice to get the hell out of this chair for just a little bit. But yes, hello. Welcome back, everybody, if you are here. Or if you're not here, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to phrase that. I like to keep my shit organized on YouTube, so if you're on a different stream, I'm so sorry. That took way longer to figure out how to get that all figured out. I don't know why I'm having issues with that. I do, but nonetheless, it's been a mess of a day anyway, but oh well. It was great. The SCP stuff was fantastic. Thank you all so much for tuning in for that. So we're on the next portion. This is why today is like extra long day, because I wanted to do this. I really wanted to watch it, and I was like, fuck it. We're just gonna watch this. Because like I enjoy both of these series tremendously so. And we're gonna be starting with Chainmail Chasers. Which, man, I think it's funny. It's still one of the things that I keep coming back to when we talk about, like, when we do these series, is that it's like, oh man, I really hope these get this updated soon. Like something comes out, and I'm like, and then something eventually does, and I'm like, that's crazy. Because, like, give also context, I've been showing my friend some videos and talking about Welcome Home as of recently, and we're kind of going through Nightmind's videos of Welcome Home. And guess what also just got updated literally yesterday for Welcome Home? Like, it literally got an update. It literally got an update yesterday. Crazy thing, but every time, I don't know, this has been the year of fabulous updates for stuff that's like amazing projects. So I mean, good. I'm eating over here. I'm getting plump. I'm happy about that. I'm a plump man over here, but still it's like, fuck. I gotta do so much work, which that's a good place to be, but I'm like, man, I still haven't released certain videos that I'm behind on. So I'm like, fuck. Oh well, that'd be like that. But now I should have done a bit of a reminder, like a bit of a remembrance of what has been going on with Chainmail Chasers, because honestly a lot has happened. For those that may not know about what's going on, it was a series that originally started off as talking about old creepypastas and their potential origins and linking to that. However, during one seemed to be gotten possessed, the creator got possessed by not possessed, but definitely that's a new little feature, just looking at the site. I feel like possessed kind of works. I'm trying to think of the other phrase for it, but very much being attacked and being leached off of a very specific entity. There is also a website involved with it. I'm very curious to see if like this is also going to be an update for it, because it does have an ARG aspect to it, which we did work through, which I definitely needed a lot of help with. Not surprising, I have difficulties reading. But it kind of starts off with that. That's very much how it kind of goes off the rails, like unintentionally getting haunted and being manipulated by said entity, taking the form of the smiling dog. But it's definitely something else entirely, as we uncovered through the website Paranormal Prickheads, which was a previous group that had dealt with said entity. When talking about, I'm pretty sure, if I would have to double check, but about the smiling dog entity on their website, which had a very similar thing as well, but more in a website form, you know, appropriate for its time period, because it was like a good time between them. And in the process of all this, there's a gaslighting, manipulation on the dog's part to create certain things, like a basilisk, I believe, is one of them. It's very much of involving with You know, honestly, another like very religious angle of like the 7 demons, like I believe so. And of that nature. But what was it? I think it was the year in review. Yo, welcome Pascal, welcome. It showed like a very different type of narrative that we like, you know, we thought it was going to be. However, we learned that that was very much the manipulation part of the smiling dog, and we see that they are, our group of chainmail chasers is strong, it seems to be, and are trying to figure out what to do about this thing. And very much in their own manner, which has been a lot of fun. There's also time travel, because one of them is now rich, but they can't use those funds, which is a fun little thing. I thought that was great. Which is no different, because I believe, man, what was the date? What was the date? Let me look at this. They said the exact date when this was uploaded. Was that near the beginning? Because there's a bit of a time thing. They're still like, it uploaded like, before you start music, you might check the season 2 playlist. There's 2 additional plays in retroactivity. Oh my god. I should have known better. I only saw the one video and freaked out. God damn it. God damn it. There is? Oh, there is. Look at that. Look at that, chat. We got some videos to watch. This was our gift for not looking around. Doing everybody a disservice as always. Amazing. Okay, so we got 2. Awesome. Ooh, okay. I should have known better. It's definitely, I bet this is gonna be something with the website. But yeah, there's a bit of a time dilation thing, which seems to be that yeah, go back, get off the screen. Involving with this entity, these uploads appearing years in the future, while they're around, let's see, I think the 21, like still in pandemic times. Like I'm looking at the description for the Cabin Fever video that I wanted to check out. Is it January 30th, and it just got uploaded on the 16th. So interesting stuff. Big stuff is going on. The plot thickens, and I'm happy about it. So, oh god, okay. So these are Ice Cream Monkey Fan, which man, I really should have done a refresher. If I remember correctly, is one of the victims or someone who has had to deal with the smiling dog, as we learned in the ARG. I feel like my theory is, if I remember correctly, is that it's one of the current members of Chainmail Chasers. No, that wasn't it. It was one of the people from Prickheads. He dealt with it. I think he was one of them, or he knew of them. I don't know. It's something like that. Something like that. I feel bad when I don't get the information right. Because I'm basing my memory off of like what months ago was this. But I believe it's like around there. I think that's like my theory with it. It's like, it's definitely... Chat the Hat Man was in my peripheral vision for a second. I'm losing my mind. That was weird. I believe so. I believe like he's definitely a victim of the dog, the smiling dog, having to occur with that. But yeah, and we got 2 new uploads. The what? I saw the Hat Man for a second. I was really confused. I saw shit. I saw things happen. My vision got weird. I saw something in the corner of my eye. I was like, what was that? I've been at this PC too long, that's why. Okay. So, yeah, there's now a playlist for season 2. We're gonna a more completed playlist. That's scary. It was weird. I just had something like a weird shadowing. I don't know what it was. That was freaky. I do have like a light shining on me to help with tracking, and it's like, what? That could have been just a shadow. I don't know. So we got 2 uploads. Let me get this all ready now because I'm not great at this. See? Are we lined up perfectly for that? Cool. I'm going to double check. No, I'll fix it for that later. That's fine. That is fine. So, first video we're going to check before we get to our main video for season 2, which was let's just go over it. Let's go over that screen, shall we? Yeah, we are. So we got is in between the Forbidden Fruit and the year-end review, which is very much like these were supposed to be these were very telling like videos for this whole thing. A lot of manipulation on the smiling dogs thing, and then like Chainmail Chase is saying, "Nah, fuck you, bitch." Get a frown on that face. Get that shit out of here. And also explaining more of the situation. So like this is very much a plot thickening moment. But now we got August 2018 from Ice Cream Monkey fan re-uploads. Apparently this was also premiered. Fun fact. So consider this a bonus feature to the little clip show I pieced together. It would have been lost when the original device was broken, but you cannot hide secrets from the specters in my bedroom. They say it so nicely. They say it so happily, chat. It's very concerning. I'm going to be honest. All right, let's continue on. Oh, around like a street somewhere. Okay.
Woke up from a nap. I had the weirdest dream. Remind me of a few things, made me feel a few things, but I don't remember dreams anymore really, so I wanted to get those down somewhere before I lost it.
Is there subtitles? Oh, goody. We're going back. Sorry, we're going back. Yeah, I just saw that too. I was like, I can't hear nothing.
So, I just woke up from a nap. I had the
Grace.
weirdest dream. Remind me of a few things, made me feel a few things, but I don't remember dreams anymore really, so I wanted to get those down somewhere before I lost it. Also just need to get some thoughts out. I think maybe if I do like a video log of what I'm doing and go on a walk, it'll make things stick out more later. You know, it really feels like the world just keeps getting worse and worse as time marches on.
I'm just thinking, is this the first time we've gotten the name of Ice Cream Monkey fan, or should I've known that by now? That their name was Grace.
It really feels like it's building up to something. Now I know that sounds superstitious.
Wait, isn't... I'm trying to remember.
To feel that way. Like I'm not really a superstitious person anymore. I used to be, but I was into ghost stories and urban legends and cryptids and.
I'm too doing cryptids.
The idea of what the world can be is so full of potential that once you get a bit older, it sort of flattens a bit. At least it did for me. I can rationalize
Grace protected.
now.
Bash my head against the wall. Oh my god. All right. Yeah. Okay. I am so sorry. You know what happened? My brain said, you know what? I think the protagonist's name is also Ebola. That makes sense. Yeah, that's where my brain went. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. I'm so sorry. Because also didn't sound like them at first. I was like, because it's so fuzzy. But then why is it on Ice Cream Monkey fans uploads?
What did I listen to try and fall asleep in those late hours of the night?
Ah, yes, good old coast to coast.
Also scared the crap out of me. It wouldn't let me sleep at all. But that's neither here nor there. I can recall 3 separate instances I encountered something paranormal. The first was in our old home. I got woken up in the middle of the night from what sounded like rumbling out in the kitchen. I quietly got out of bed and crawled across the carpet and turned my light on. I was already very paranoid by this time, so I thought it could be a ghost or something, but this had happened before, of course, with nothing actually being there, but I remember sitting in front of the door, putting my...
Wait, was Grace the first victim? And this is coming back in like almost like a weird, like, forgotten memory? Would that line up? I'm like thinking. I'm spiraling at the moment. I don't remember.
to see what was out there, put my ear to the door, get a better grasp of what was out there, but nothing. So I just kind of sat back for a moment, trying to think about what it could be, and then I swear, like, something that looks like the bottom of a red dress weaves through the door. It's translucent, and it goes through me. And it was the weirdest feeling. It's impossible to describe. It's like... No, there is a comparison, but I don't know if I want to make it. Yeah, I don't want my parents finding this day. I'll leave it at that.
What? Whoa, what was that? It was not a tape. It was other. Oh, okay.
Finding this day.
I understand. No, it's understandable. I get it.
But no, I know that was real because I made sure I was touching the carpet, like I was feeling the grit of the carpet. More simple thing that would happen was, it was a recurring thing I had after moving to our new house.
You know, it'd make a lot of sense, right? If Grace was like not realizing these things that happened to him beforehand, of having an obsession of these things, even from a small child, and then the years later, because with everything we know, Grace could be very much the I believe it is called the basilisk. I know there is a thing. I wish I remember the name. This is why this is going to be a video for later on, because I'm going to have to do more research. I got to redo research to remember it, because last thing I'm doing is a disservice. I don't want to be mean. But to make the next hell, right? That was the whole objective of that, was like to make a new one, and that would track, right? That makes sense. I think I'm right. I shouldn't trust that feeling, but I feel like I'm right. This makes sense to me. Yes.
I don't know how soon.
I have to reassure myself.
I would get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. I'd flip the light switch on. I'd see a shadow figure in there for a split second. It started sitting in the tub. At first I thought I was just seeing things, obviously, but a few weeks later, it happened again, except this time it was standing up. And then every couple of weeks, or a couple of months, I would see the same thing, and it always get closer. The last time I saw it, it was peeking out at me from behind the door I had held open. Then, I never saw it again. It was just gone.
Because you're letting it ferment.
But the most...
You're like demon mead. They sowed the roots, they put in the honey, and like, well, that's weird to say it like that. And now they're letting you ferment. The next thing you know, boom, new hell. Grace edition.
Scary thing that I ever had happen. There's a space I saw. This is the only one that happened after listening to too much Ghost to Coast AM. That's why I brought it up earlier. I was trying to sleep, but couldn't. So, I got frustrated, and I pulled my blanket over my face. This is just the first occurrence of this. First of all,
Side note, it'd be funny as hell if the smiling dog did like the, that you ever see the mead, the guy that makes the random meads on TikTok, that like he made like a Mountain Dew mead. Can you just imagine that? But just like smiling dog is like, all right, I'm making a grace mead. You know what to make for a new hell. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna taunt him for a while, give it a couple decades, maybe 10 years. I don't remember ages. I think they're in the 20s. And then we're gonna come taunt them again when they make a YouTube channel. It's gonna turn out fantastic. Check it out. You gotta check on it every once in a while. All right, come back. Come back on TikTok. Okay. If my assumption's right, that's where my brain went immediately.
And I was just staring off into the darkness, like I was just looking at whatever. I couldn't see anything. So what ended up happening was, when you're about to fall asleep and then you jolt awake, you're like, damn, that was annoying. That happened, but
It was a wither.
Like I actually saw something, like a grotesque man face, like just appeared in my vision. It was like a silent.
Am I hearing shit in the background?
So I instinctively threw off the blanket, and after pacing around my room for a bit, I went back to bed. But then a while later, I'm having difficulty sleeping again. So I saw a couple posts, and I say, to hell with it, basically. And I'm just sitting there. Now, my bed at the time was right against the window. That's where my head was. So eventually, I hear tapping at the window.
It sounds like someone screaming at them to like get out. If I'm hearing correctly,
I stand up, look what's out there, and
it's like almost like cries of help
in my soul that what I'm looking at
or warning.
intrinsically evil. Like, it's hard, it's literally just like a gut feeling where I just know that whatever I'm looking at is evil as fuck. So it's this gigantic bat thing. It's splayed across the width of my window, probably like a good 4.5 feet wide. Instead of a head, it just had that same giant grotesque face on its torso. It looked like some shit out of like medieval art of strange creatures or demons or something. And it was saying something to me.
That was the meat update. That was the meat update to see how it was going on.
And because I knew,
Got good views.
okay, I can't listen to a word this freak is telling me. I have to tell it in no uncertain terms to fuck off now. And I did essentially just tell it to fuck off until it left. But because I intentionally didn't listen to what it was saying, now I don't remember what it told me at all. So that kind of
Fair enough.
opposite problem where now influenced me in some way. I have no idea how it could have possibly done that. So that's unfortunate. Again, like obviously most of this stuff is probably just hallucinations, but that even if you're thinking about it rationally, like that sort of thing just freaks you out. Well, that leads us to my dream.
Yeah, rock and water, easy.
Me of that demon thing, like it was just sort of it gave you this weird internal gut feeling.
God, it was there the whole time. If that's the case.
Like intrinsically.
Oh my God.
Honestly, it kind of felt sort of soothing. It was very nostalgic and mysterious, and I think it was a sunrise, and I think there was a man there. I could not tell you like that shit's already gone, but I do remember like I couldn't see his eyes at all, like they were obscured by something. I know we talked about the idea of mystery, how contradictory achieving the truth is to the enjoyment of the pursuit of that truth. I feel that now more than ever. I'm always looking for the most logical answer. I always have to try and know the right thing. I've talked
The logical answer is that you are now the mead for a demon.
sort of diminished a
for the bat you're fermenting for the basilisk hell that you gotta make. I'm so sorry. So sorry that happened to you. It's rough. It's rough, buddy.
Inevitably kind of reads like some shit you'd find in a bargain bin at Walmart. Well, obviously a lot of classic Creepy Lost Star was pretty poorly executed. When it was done well, it was something special. It wasn't trying to be the next literary masterpiece. It was trying to be something that you thought could be real for a moment. Now everything's so interconnected, there isn't room for that mystery anymore. It's hard to remember now, but just a few years ago...
Am I hearing something in the background or not? I can't tell.
Essentially one the same. Sucks that Slenderman movie was so garbage. It really feels like the final nail in the coffin.
Ah, yes, the Slenderman movie. I do remember that.
They just gave a shit that it could have been something.
There's like about 2 right now, right?
What I don't want to let go is that feeling of immersion. The thrill of not knowing if something's real or not. It's so intimate. I was never into all the weird fandom stuff like the killer OCs, but it feels like that's just what everyone judges the entire movement off of now. It's cringe.
It is cringe. What kind of Motorola was this recorded with? I don't know. I don't know. The Motorola, probably. Kaliki, I hope I said that right. Nope, I butchered it already. It's been a long day for me. I've been reading a lot, and my mind is going to mush. Kylie? I want to say Kylie for some reason. How's it going? Welcome. We're gonna finish this video out, and I'll talk for a little bit. What was that? Cringe.
Hey everyone, it's been a while.
It has been a while. Okay, so like, so Grace was like Ice Cream Monkey fan the whole time, and I'm stupid because I didn't piece that together. Sorry, your SCP stream on YouTube. Oh, I hope you enjoyed it. As my cat cries at me. Were they just doing that the whole time? I feel so stupid if that was the case. I know I've been so bad on piecing puzzles together, but I thought it was like okay. Thought it was okay piecing the puzzles in this fantastic story, but here I am. Not so much. I just saw a few seconds and I had to leave. Gotcha. That's fair enough. You can always check it out if you want. I feel like if you check the playlist section of the re-upload channel, some things might come a bit clearer. Gotcha. That makes sense. The playlist? Malicious. Yeah. I don't know. I missed things 10 days ago. Interesting. Yeah, the dirt, Gordman sighting. Like I can see it. I could just see it at the end. It's like it makes a lot of sense, but yeah. I don't know. But that's fascinating. That's very interesting. Very much of, if that was the case, definitely has been something that's been like fermenting. I keep using the mead thing. I keep doing the mead situation, but it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that, chat. It's like it's a very much of like they're letting this build to create something that they need. Miscellaneous videos. Oh, I want to go and watch that next. Archived clips. Not. Reading's hard. Reading's hard. Reading's hard, but I still like that theory though. I think that'd be fun. Not from Ice Cream Monkey fans. Cool. But it does go back though. That is very interesting. It goes back there. Did the series start then too? Because like now I'm having to repiece everything. I guess it would be 4 years ago. It'd be several years prior. Trying to piece the tying table together. Interesting. If you like the backrooms, I suggest checking Samzobar. Yeah. I'll have to look into that later. I still like that theory. I still like the theory. The ultimate basilisk from back in the day. Interesting. Because there's a bonus feature the clips show pieced together. It would have been lost when the original device was broken. But you cannot hide secrets from the specters in your bedroom. So he pieced it together. He found this. The smiling dog made this. Is what my assumption is of, because he's trying to do shit all the time. He's always trying to do that. He's a bit of a troll like that. I'm probably just wrong. Let's be honest. I'm just wrong. I'm just wrong. Okay. Run this one next. Let me fix the screen though. Goddamn. I wish I had an easier way of doing this. Just one. Nope. There we go. That's the best part about theories. It's true. It is true. Is that as far as that goes? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, we going big box. All right. So here's the other one. Not being an Ice Cream Monkey fan. I like that theory. I still think it'd be funny. And also it would just make my jokes even funnier. So I think that's part of the reason why I want it to be true. I have my opinions. Like those old MatPat videos where guys were just wrong 70% of the time. Yeah. I think my percentage is higher, so I win. All right. Rationalizing ICMF is a Windows Movie Maker video. Fun fact. I'm sure like I had a friend like post a thing that you can actually download Movie Maker and it works fairly well on Windows 10 and 11 now, I guess. I snagged that because I actually like the idea of it. Which is very cool. Pass on along. Thanks so much for the follow, man. Everything's broken right now. I don't know if anything even works. That is news. Yeah, it was really cool. It's in the Wayback Machine or the Internet Archive. Yeah, it's in the Internet Archive. You can actually get Windows Maker to work. What the dog doing? Haunting children and young adults for some reason. Told me to destroy the calculator again. Who knows? But hi. Pass it along. How's it going, man? Welcome. So this is last modified. This is July. There's two major versions of Movie Maker, the original Movie Maker and the Movie Maker Live. At least for the old one, I just run MV of Windows XP for it. Gotcha. Works fine on modern computers though. Live movie. Gotcha. I think it was oh man, what was it? I'm intrigued. So my friend posted this in the thing where I remember seeing it. I believe it's like version 6, whatever that one was. See, I barely had a PC back in the day around that time, but that was a thing. And like I don't remember. Where the hell is it? Was it this? I'm trying to find it. But it was no, it's just gone. Cool. I can't find it. Unless it's this far up. Where'd you go? Message, where'd you go? Because like my friend was like on Tumblr when they saw it, and I was like, thought that was really interesting. But something version 6, that's all I remember. Yes, I will stop the whole stream to find this one Tumblr post because I'm intrigued. It might not happen. Nope, because I don't think it was in this. Nope, I can't find it. Never mind. It was something like that. It was interesting though. So I was like, I grabbed it. I want to try it. Maybe I'll do something with it. I don't know. I haven't decided. Anyway, this is when this was uploaded. Last modified, I should say. I'm forgetting. That's not August. That is July. July 25th, 2009. All right. Now we'll continue on. But I hope your day's going past. Hope you're having a good one. Hope everyone's having a good day. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. And it's extremely abnormally long stream we're doing today. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. This video is just to coordinate my thoughts. If somehow you're seeing this and don't know what this is, click off now. Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. I guess we're going right into the back rooms then. Damn. Monkey. Shit, no, go back. I can't read you. The others are reasonably upset and don't want me to talk about it. Okay, so this is definitely him. The person, I should say. I don't want to presume their pronouns. This serves as a means of figuring out what ICMF is for my own reference. The oldest count. Let me turn that down too, by the way. That's a little loud for y'all. Sorry. Sign up date. Okay. The oldest account found was Newgrounds. Very early there. Ah, yes. Good old Newgrounds. He's consistently talked like a child for 8 years. Okay, it is. Oh, that's right. So, yeah, he's definitely, it has to be the same, the first victim of the Smiling Dogs. Because of the fact there is these time consistencies that we're seeing with our main crew. Okay, yeah, because like they've been wondering, it's like he's been talking for 8 years. What's up with that? It might be more to that. Only found out because someone posting weird chain letter victim 1 to the forums. The chain of events after this is what that led to us all being infected. Okay, so now this is a video posted by the crew. The original crew that dealt with the Smiling Dog. Who trapped it on the website. Which I'm guessing is... Was it Michael? Was it Michael the one that was like the most adamant about this whole event? I'm pretty sure. And then it was someone else. No, Michael was the one that was like always took this shit seriously. He was more of the history guy. I'm trying to remember the whole crew now. Oh god. Yeah, so it's one of them. Because he did also was going to get a lot of information for one of them because they dealt with this to begin with, but kept it secret. I remember that. That much I do remember. So then, okay, let me go back. Led to us being affected. So then, why wasn't he infected? This has been the core mystery behind ICMF, only further complicated by the strange visuals we saw in his last video. As I said on the site, I think the key is information he gives in the Heavenly Stairway video. My friend says we're all outside when it happened again later on. Okay. And then all of a sudden, we're back in time in 2001. Wait, they got physically messed with? Oh shit. I don't know where we are. It's really dark and we don't need to eat. But we can talk to you guys. Let's look at what he's saying here. He was part of a tragedy in the future. then woke up in 2001 in a dark place. Oh. He doesn't need to eat or sleep in the dark place, but he can talk to us, presumably through the internet. I was wondering who his friends were. He mentioned several friends that were with him. I contacted the system admin at Heavenly Historica, but it sounds way outside of what Smile Dog can do. Well, Smile Dog was in the premise of the story. We're being like learning with Chainmail chasers. Smile Dog was like one of the many names of a demon, is what I remember gathering about that. Very much like a trickster demon in a lot of ways. And it was like almost, I think the time traveling stuff almost felt like an after effect of things. Don't quote me on that. Don't do that. Don't ever quote me. That's not good. That's not good for anybody. Yeah, I need to double check. Did I read that right? When all of a sudden we're back in the time. Yeah, they got teleported. Okay. No worries. We're making theories. We're making it. But like, if that's what I remember. He doesn't eat or sleep in the dark place, but he can talk to us presumably through the internet. Okay, yeah. Which seems to be the case. I was wondering who his friends were. He mentioned several friends that were with him. I contacted the system admin? Okay. He was just a crazed conspiracy theorist. Gave away his full name. Looked him up. Found a YouTube video of him rambling. He claims he got all his images and information from a guardian angel. Why didn't ICM stop 9/11? Canon event. I asked him if he could draw it. He said he thinks it's gone now, so he's just working off an imperfect memory. Okay, does that mean like that goes back to my theory of like Ice Cream Monkey is one of the guys in the main crew, right? Because I theorized that. I remember having that theory because they dealt with it before. Their memory was getting spotty. That made the most sense to me. It doesn't help that I can't read and just thought Grace was the actual thing. So what if the mead was in the wrong person? I'm going back to the fucking mead thing. But this sketch is interesting. He asked me if he could draw it. He says he thinks it's gone now, so he's just working on an imperfect memory. Isn't that, God, one of the entities on the prick head? Paranormal prick heads? I don't remember exactly looking like that. He noted that he feels nothing from this drawing, which is wrong. Because before, he would draw it and he could feel connected to it. He says that before, he would hover over his computer when the lights were all turned off and talk to him. He doesn't know where the other pictures he drew are now. He saved his photos of them and are gone. His saved photos of them are gone too. I think my conclusion is already pretty clear, but there's some supplementary evidence if I really need it. That's censored for a reason. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's starting to fade away. I forgot that was a thing that happens. So those that are being successfully faded away. Remnants of even a mention of them are just being erased. I forgot about that. About how he doesn't know how he would get where he is. Explain. Oh, he's a victim. Gotcha. And victimized essentially looks like a video dying from which he hasn't come back since. What's the guardian? I don't know. Forum users have also started to disappear. I don't think it's a question. This is. But no one else is disappearing like this. With a lack of proper knowledge, I'm forced to conclude that the angels consume basilisks. Kind of makes sense for a bit of counterintuitive reason. We know basilisks are real, yet they don't dominate the world at this point. You would think the interwebs would have let them overrun everything. But no, not yet. That means they have a form of population control, some sort of limiting factor, a predator. Yeah? Is that our next step? We're gonna see an angel now? We're gonna see an angel. You're gonna see an angel, and it's like, what up, bruh? It's gonna be weird. I don't know. I don't know why it would sound like that, but that's just my opinion. Just be like, just vibing, I guess. Eating basilisks. Big fan of mead. Days as well. It is said that when mankind is riddled with sadness and ill deeds, that basilisks will begin flooding into the minds of mankind. This will continue until the state of the world is so polluted that hell will become corporeal, and the beasts will hold a grand feast, having been driven to madness by its insatiable hunger. Various basilisks will cause their own tragedies and strengthen themselves in this time, though this is only a belief held in more modern occult circles. That's literally a quote from the site. I remember that. That makes sense. Okay. Excuse you. I saw a thing. Did you flash for no reason? Did you flash for no reason? You flash for no reason. Okay. Alright. Alright. Keep your secrets, Smiley Dog Man. You can keep them. Can angels do time travel? That's also a valid question. Writings mentions convoluted descriptions of shifts in time rippling out due to the approaching end of days. Yeah. Yes. Basilisks are ideas associated with tragedies. I have a feeling some hidden messages are around. Probably. Nowadays, with everything so sensationalized, sometimes an entire person just gets boiled down to the horrific way they died. I don't think the bastard that killed him matters particularly. Anything could have done it. I suspect it was simply the first one that showed up for the feast. Okay. So I guess they do need multiple basilisks. I'm piecing. I'm thinking. Okay. I got a message. Well, man, I got a message from my wife. She was worried that she took Spotify because I was using that for our readings today. Anyway. Okay. All right. So this is definitely one of the people of the crew sharing his thoughts, figuring out stuff about Ice Cream Monkey Fan, which definitely seems he's now. I don't think he's gone though. That's the thing. I really don't think he's just gone. He's definitely like, I don't know. At least my original thing is like, because like it would make sense he wouldn't be gone, or at least it's just maybe there's just like one of many of basilisks being formed, like one of the main people in our main video, in our main gang over here. Thinking. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little clueless at the moment, but I'm intrigued nonetheless. Let me just fix this and we'll actually watch the proper video. There you go. Perfect. But as always, man, whenever there's an update, it's the one thing I love about this is that they give you information to dig through it. Like, this is one of the fun things about Chainmail Chasers, that of all the series that we've watched so far that I've really enjoyed about the active, like actually having to use your brain hard more, I feel. At least for me, it's like it's really thinking, and it's such an engaging story as well. I really enjoy that about it. Because I feel so dumb. And I like that, actually. I don't mind that. I like feeling dumb when it comes to like a storytelling like this. Because I'm like, okay, it's just, I got to think about it. I got to spend my time with it. Like, I'm definitely like, before, like, I'm going to make this a video, I'm going to have to like do some extra research and probably reformulate some stuff. Because like, it's so intriguing. It really is. It's such a fantastic story. All right. The actual main video on the main channel, Cabin Fever, the darkest game you've never played. So we got some information. So today we look into the game that killed a teenager, the legacies it inherited, and left its potential connection to something much darker. Though that connection may not be what you expect. It's been a long time. For you, for me, it's been 50. For you, for me, it's been 15 days. It's January 30th since I'm uploading this. Oh wow. Okay. What was the? Oh, it's not even in the thing. I gotta check that. I just wanted to know. Does it say in the description when this was uploaded? Because I know it's like that, but when was? It was just such a lore dump of video, and it's great, but I'm like, I don't remember where you said the date was. I don't know. We'll just move on. My favorite part is the dialogue. I love how familiar the whole creepypasta kid grew up and got disillusioned, but oh shit's happening now thing feels. Yeah. It is still one of the greatest like things about this whole thing. It's like, it is the vibes. The vibes are immaculate. Somehow I just remembered this one arcade game that was pretty much everywhere, and all of a sudden, like a few days, not a single machine of it could be found, nor other media related to it. So wait, is Cabin Fever like a real thing that happened? Or you think of a different one? That if a different one, still kind of crazy. Yeah, no, the vibes are just great. I love the whole energy of it. It's also what makes it such a uniquely great project as well. So I'm like so happy, like diving back into it, making me feel dumb as hell, but that's a great feeling to have. All right, let's get to it. You got your warnings: flashing lights, loud noises. You cannot always control what goes on in the video. You have been warned. It's a different thing that happened, and the gamers from back then remember. Gotcha. Thank you for the warning. I appreciate you. Okay, I thought I did play it. It's like we've been here for a minute. Is that too loud for you, chat? That ain't the sun. That ain't the sun. No, that's a fence. Jeez.
What's the scariest game you've ever played?
S34 and videos?
They might say an actual horror title. Perhaps some would say a non-horror title that has a creepy atmosphere or a single unexpected scare. But what if a game could hurt you? Even if it were otherwise fine, that capability existing at all would make it a bigger threat than anything else you could possibly play. This is the story of the scariest game ever made. This is the story of
Whack-a-mole. Da-na-na, da, da-na-na-na-na. Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, whack-a-mole be scary. I mean, those moles, they'll fight back. They might pull out a 9mm on your ass. You don't know what's in those holes. You don't know what's in those holes.
Cabin Fever.
Ooh, love the
Released
logo.
in 1983 in arcades, Cabin Fever was a landmark title for developer and publisher Zinlushen. It was well acclaimed for its addictive gameplay and utilization of new technology, that being its inclusion of a sound chip with which it would play extremely compressed audio samples from.
I don't like this already. You got me suspicious about smiles.
You would spawn in a labyrinthine cabin armed with a camera and are tasked with navigating from room to room while scoring points from surviving and killing enemies.
Gives very like
Eventually,
arcadey Atari
There's
vibes.
even a chance that you would find the exit and win, though it would immediately loop back into room 1. This is all well and good, a gaming classic of the early 80s. As all things from this era, it began fading slowly out of the public zeitgeist as the industry moved forward to bigger and better things. Or it would have, if not for the enemies. Strangely, the game's antagonists made very little sense and were hardly elaborated upon. The basic enemies were these red, crawling hands that would only be destroyed if caught in range
smiley
of the
face.
camera. While they were weird and creepy, so were many basic enemies from back then. For the hands, what made them really unsettling was their audio, made worse by the game's total lack of music, unnecessary loss in exchange for the audio samples.
I'm looking at all these maps to see if it's actually like something there, because I feel like it should be, because that would look suspiciously like a W. This looks more like an X. Oh no, it's the face! Run away! Run away from the face! It's facing! Now it's getting closer! Oh, he's gotta be letters. Is it following? It's following! Chat, no, the face! The way it's moving as well is interesting. It's like ignoring the laws of the physics of the game. As it would, of course. Ah! Run away! Yeah.
That was the fever beast. If you take too long in a room, eventually it will appear, and it will chase you across several rooms from there. You cannot kill it, and it sounds horrific. And this is where things get truly strange. This game has a body count tied to it.
Oh my god!
Shortly after its release, in 1984, teenager Jason Andrews entered an arcade in Edmonton, Alberta. He never came back out. Jason had a history of epilepsy and experienced a seizure at some point during the gameplay process. It's believed that the seizure induced apnea and an abnormal heart rhythm, and that led to cardiac arrest. This is considered very rare and unfortunate freak occurrence. To arcade goers, this answer was too absurd. Let's go back a step. This game,
Polybus?
was Zinlushen's first. Cabin Fever was their second, and the title that really put them on the map. But before it came out, Polybius had tied their name to legend. You see, Polybius was similarly groundbreaking. It was said to be a shooter with an angled view and psychedelic effects, flashing lights and high-octane action that, for the time, wowed any player who came across it. It looked
Shit,
as though
it's
it was
modern days and it's
sucking
wow
its
me.
veins in. An addictive game is one thing, and should have been a massive triumph for the fledgling studio, but it wasn't.
Also, that looks like a
It wasn't
summoning circle.
because
I'm not gonna
Sim
lie.
Russian was so new and run by highly eccentric people who had few connections in an area that was distant from the games industry. They had no manufacturer. Every cabinet was assembled by hand. As a result,
I gotta read that? What was that?
every cabinet was
This isn't a Polybus cabinet. I just couldn't find any that weren't reconstructions online.
assembled
Fair
by
enough.
hand. As a result, very few cabinets were made, centered mostly around their home of Edmonton and Portland due to a deal with an unknown third party. Its obscurity made the scene of its impact feel much more insidious. By this time, there was already much talk of government conspiracies and satanic plots to indoctrinate children. Polybius had become an urban legend in Portland, centered around its visuals and its supposed
That's a summoning
mind-altering
circle, I
effects.
swear to God.
Murmurs of men in black being spotted interacting with the cabinet, claims that several of the geometric shapes were pentagrams.
That's what I'm saying. See, I always get the first layer and then I get like bamboozled. I'm like, haha, that's not actually it, because that's what happened the last time. I remember that because I really believe the picture that the smiling dog was like painting about the relationship over the last year, about the one of the guys being really pushy about doing the channel, but it's like, yeah, obviously that's all you see, so you're gonna see that painted picture. And I was like, I was bamboozled, I was gaslit. Watch, this will be gaslit. But also, what if they just said that, the Men in Black, but they just wanted their quarters back because they sucked at the game? You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, it's a fucking magic. There's magic things happening. This Bubbles one is a good old urban legend from for some parts of us from back in the day. They did not hold back with those urban legends. Wait, is this like a real one? Oh shit, I don't know this one at all.
Rumors that the game could cause.
I was looking at Cabin
seizures.
Fever. I was like, I wonder if they
Due
made
to
like
sheer
Cabin
word of
Fever, because if
mouth,
so, it's great.
Canny investors took notice of Zinlush,
Like the creators of this channel.
men in suits, and they provided
that'd be really
funding
cool.
for their follow-up game, now with the resources for mass production. You can see why, given the precedent, that a hysteria would be brewing around Zinlushan.
Yes.
While in the gaming community, the rumor behind the teenager's death would place the blame on the fever beast itself, concerned parents suspected certain darker elements. What before was contained to a single city was now being talked about in the national news, and a tempest of chaos was brewing. Rumors began. There was one that Jason had his mind sucked into the game, and the seizure was simply what happened to the brain once it had been emptied. There were other death
Interesting.
rumors, including one particularly resilient one about another teenager dropping dead after breaking into an arcade while it was closed and trying to pry into the internals of the cabinet. The story went that, while initial reporting survives, any authorities supposedly involved will act as if they have no idea that it ever happened. Of course, these rumors probably aren't true. There were rumors about people dying if they played right after a high score was obtained, but only if they reached the famed escape screen, where it would display
So our
text
hero
saying,
escapes.
"The golden age has come and gone," and
Well, the age of the endless red begins. Yeah. One moment, guys. Sorry, I was talking to my wife real quick. She just got home. Let's continue on. Beast did not make. Whoa. All right, Endless Age. I'm looking. Looky. But Beast did not. I have to make sure I get it all. Red. Something up top. Did not make this then. No one.
Beast could
There was way more. Red Knight. Okay.
Beast could supposedly kill you just before the escape sequence. It would have strange behavior, like suddenly stopping mid-chase and just sitting there. The Fever Beast's audio would randomly be extremely high fidelity, and it would display strange, cryptic text.
Christmas tree.
People wanted to play the game again. People wanted to be scared. And
Yes.
maybe someone was listening.
Who could it be? Perhaps a smiley motherfucker.
Hey everyone, it's been a while.
I thought we were gonna go into that real quick. I was like, "Wait, guys,
I don't
smile,
know why
man."
Davey is doing that kind of narration style, but I'll ignore that for now. I bet if you're subscribed to us before this video, you're probably wondering how this connects to anything. So let me explain. It's going to be very confusing if you're not caught up on everything, so I recommend looking through our video catalog if you haven't already. After Arthur's discovery, last video, it inspired me to look deeper at a lot of our past leads. We found 2 more images through various Grimfiend accounts and hit another brick wall. But I noticed how these 3 images differ from the others. These are just pictures of a dog. And, in some of them, the dog doesn't really seem to be smiling.
Our image is definitely called Sorrow Pig. Middle one is definitely the closest to Smile Dog Basilisk. I think the left one might have a smile forming. It's there in traces like with the features in the early SPCG stages. Okay, remember how in working timeline the oldest images would look more like a dog? Okay.
I think these are our oldest images yet. I wanted to look back after finding these, and I looked hard, and among all things, I found something new in the Solar Plexus Clown Glider lead. That's right, we're going back there. The Paranormal Crickets page for it mentions that the most recent image was associated with an email worm. The article talked about it like it's recent, and it was posted in March 2005, so I looked into it. What I ended up finding is that the worm was in fact real, and the malware was also...
I tried to go back to the wiki page I found talking about it to get a screenshot, but it was gone, and the Wayback Archive was all broken and jarbled like this.
Associated with a distribution of a main ROM for Cabin Fever. The executables were distinct, but the payload was the same. The Cabin Fever version, from what I can tell, was actually playable, even though it wasn't a ROM. I can't find images of it anywhere due to link rot, though. Around the same time that would have been happening, SimLotion was infamously bought out and set to remake and remaster their classic titles for the mobile generation. All Polybius footage in this video has actually been from the 2008 mobile remake, since it was big on the iPhone App Store in the early days, and the original cabinets are so obscure. You can't really find...
Is that true? I had no clue.
This thing. I know there were some stills that we found, but that was about it. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned yet in the script, because I want to see how people react, is that the main reason Cabin Fever is popular today is because it's the subject of a lost media investigation. Well, how can that be, with MAME ROMs floating around and all this footage? It's because the lost version is a supposed mobile port. Infamously, the revived SimLotion dissolved in on itself due to murky reasons. Resignations and disappearances. Most clearly of note is an image posted to the Blogger blog of a former developer.
Wow, does that look familiar? Who that could be, chat? I wonder. The image shown on the Lost Media wiki page is not the original, as it was changed shortly after it was uploaded. This is the original posted recently to the Reddit. Oh, yeah, that looks familiar. Yes. Ringo Starr is back on the theme. Yes. I watched Marble Hornets and now this. Anyway, we're spread across everything, rippling out in the water. Some I don't know what that's supposed to be. Does not have to be one word. Oh, is it word? Okay. I'll have a word with blank is in everything.
I don't need to tell you why this looks familiar, but until we find that supposed ROM distribution or mobile port, it's hard to bring this lead much further forward.
Solar plexus clown gliders connecting back to cabin fever at all is fascinating. Smile Dog is also commonly associated with epileptic seizures, and that initial death is suspect. An immortal smiling enemy, a new sound chip. Sure, the graphics might not have enough.
I think Davey just wants to have some fun with this, so I ain't gonna lie.
But what if it was conveyed through that other medium? If true, it would push back the dog's origin all the way to the 1980s. The evidence is entirely circumstantial outside of the later pirate distributions in the 2000s, but it's still worth checking in on. But until then, the truth of cabin fever and the fever beast will remain a mystery.
I really don't know why he's talking like that, but anyway, if you ask me,
it's called whimsy, Grace. It's called fucking whimsy. You may be haunted by a demon. You gotta have still a little whimsy in your life.
I really don't know why he's talking like that, but anyway, if you ask me, my hunch is that the way this is connected is not visual at all. I feel like the graphics are just too simple for a basilisk to spread through it, even in spite of the seizure connection. The thing that Cabin Fever did that was so groundbreaking was implementing audio samples. And if audio can be connected to the source of the Smile Dog Basilisk, especially so early in its history, that heavily implies that the original source is not just a photograph. I'll leave it at that. Just to close out here, let me answer some questions from the last upload. Who edited this video in regards to Forbidden Fruit? The editing style feels very different from the others, outside of...
That's true.
Yeah, that was me. I kind of rushed the editing on that one, which is why it's so disjointed and all over the place.
I liked it.
Just to answer another question a lot of people had is why Mario showed up. That's because Arthur was playing Mario again. I just put that in and kind of assumed that people would get the context, but obviously if you just put images of Mario and Mario sounds play, people might assume that, well, they're not going to assume anything, they're just going to be fucking confused that you did that. So that's where that came from. They also ask here, does having a general idea of what's happening in the future sound exciting? Does it cause anxiety? Probably seems like nothing next to the dog thing. Oh god. Me personally, I really don't like that it's tied to the future at all. From what we see, basilisks tend to be tied to tragedy, and if there's a bad thing happening in the future, you know, it's just not very optimistic.
Bad things in the future? What could that be?
Hell no! What? Why would we do that? If that's like one person, a best case scenario, that's just the dog. Worst case scenario, that guy's probably a straight up ghoul.
He's a ghouly boy.
Jesus, man. So here's another question. If the time dilation thing is affecting us, how do you guys know it isn't affecting each of you? Well, I can go to the store and people are like, yup, I'm wearing a COVID mask. I know what's happening. I go on the Discord for like 2 days and everyone is just giving Davey lottery numbers and shit, and Davey goes to get those lottery tickets and it works. Everything we interact with outside of the
Are you still doing that? You gotta be careful. The time police might come and like wreck your shit. A new layer. You may have a demon, but time police are gonna come for you. You're stealing too much money from taxes. Damn.
Is still 2021. So it's all you guys, as far as I know. Also, yes, I did ask Arthur, and yes, it's the same time for all of us. I mean, we put the date in the video. If there was a difference, we would have noticed then. And lastly, we have this, it's not really a question, but I'm putting it here anyway. Does this dog really think it can just offer to send itself to Patreon members as sketches and nobody will suspect anything? Okay.
Personally, it's worth the try, right? I mean, it's not gonna harm nothing. Might think a little less of you and your scary factor, but like, you know, a hustle's a hustle.
So, we just stopped doing the sketches, and it's because of the time dilation thing, not because of the dog. For all we know, people in the other time, you guys, just aren't affected by the dog the same way that we are. Don't know why that is, but I'll put it this way. If you could get infected by the dog the same way that we are, you would be in the same position that I am right now. Because
We would also have an ARG and a cool-ass web series.
a lot more images should have
And we're
been
hoarding that. That's ours, sir.
censored
We're hoarding that.
weren't. And the reason why we stopped doing the sketches because of the time dilation thing, it's just because it got so ridiculous this last time. I had to do like months worth of several months worth of sketches within a few days, and it was really delaying video production. So we're just not doing the sketches anymore. I don't know what we'll replace that with, but keep that in mind if you want to go to the Patreon again. There's still the 2 tiers. It's just that one of them is $15 and one of them's $5. I guess maybe the $15 one might have. We'll just give extra shit to the 15 tier if we find place for it, but
just have things.
That's about it, I think. No more sketches. No more.
No more. Fine. Where? Also fair enough. That's a lot. Well, fuck me, man. Next, a new puzzle. A new puzzle has happened. Oh, Jesus Christ. So I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. The plot thickens. That's that much I do know. The plot definitely thickens. Fantastic though. Update. I love this. This is very cool. I very much enjoy the whole update and figuring out what's going on. Definitely seems like Graces seems to be affected way longer than they thought they were, which is very interesting. But yeah, that's great. I do have some mad news. I don't know what else to say. I love, it's just more puzzles I gotta piece together. I gotta figure stuff out to get this video figured out. But like, this is a fantastic update though. I'm excited to see where this is gonna be going now. It might be a possibility we're gonna see more videos coming back too. Like, you know, this is the beginning of like a ramping up this series, and that's exciting. I think that's very exciting to see. Very excited about it wholeheartedly. Sentenced to reading web page 1 million years. Yes. 100%. Oh god damn, that's thundering. I am gonna say though, unfortunately, as much as I would love to, I very much did run out of time. I did not time manage well today. So I think Wednesday we're gonna do back rooms. We're gonna check that out. But today I'm gonna have to call it there with finishing up with Chainmail Chasers. Oh no, yeah, I have been going for way longer than I normally do. And I'm sure I'm probably annoying to my wife. I get very loud. I'm a very loud person, so like I don't want to do that, unfortunately. But we'll be back with Wednesday with this. But thank you all so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I'm so sorry we weren't able to get through everything. But you know, things happen, and there's always another day to check it out. So, but yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Ebola, lovely update, fantastic. Honestly, it has been. I'm very excited to get back into this series, and I can't wait to see what comes next. I'm gonna have to relearn a lot of things. It'd be like that. But thank you all so much for it, and also thank you so much for all the follows and everything. I greatly appreciate it. The long stream was so fun, made my work day way better. I'm glad. I hope everyone else had a good time. Have a good one, dog. Everyone, thanks you so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for being here, Salty. But yeah. So I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So y'all have a good one. Thanks for checking out that. Of course, anytime. I'll be clueless as always. It's what I'm great at. But yeah, I stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. If you want to know what that is in your time zone, check out the schedule on the offline screen on Twitch or the waiting room on YouTube. I do multi-stream on both sites. Yeah. I also, the schedule is on those areas, but it's also in the post section on YouTube, where I also post it on Twitter and Blue Sky, where they are pinned. So you have multiple locations to check out the schedule. What we had planned for this week is obviously today with everything, but Shipwreck 64, a horror ARG style game that's fantastic. If you haven't checked it out, 100% should. And then Thursday we'll be playing Blasphemous, which is a Metroidvania style game, very gruesome as well. But we'll check out Backrooms on Wednesday, right before Shipwrecked. We are in Layer 3, if you know what that means, for Shipwrecked. Awesome game. Check it out, please. It's totally worth your time. If you enjoy the ARG stylings of Chainmail Chasers, you will love Shipwreck 64. Is up there. Yeah, you'll very much enjoy it. But that's what we're in the middle of. Thank you all for being here. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention, I try my best to post a short form every day when I'm not here, because I know you miss me. I know you do. I'm very missable. I mean, look at these eyes. Definitely does not make you want to punch me in the face, right? 100%. But yeah, I try to do that. So there'll probably be one later. We'll see. But anyway, nonetheless, have a fantastic day. Thank you all so much for being here for such a long, awesome stream. I'll be back Wednesday. Have a great Tuesday.